Hi Taurus, thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and thank you guys for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. I love that. Taurus, I feel like I resonated with a lot of you last month for March's reading Taurus You've Been Hurt video, and yeah, I feel like you've just kind of been through a rough couple weeks. Right now I'm filming this in March, but this is for, I am going to be asking for the potential for April for you guys collectively. Yeah, it's just been a really, like challenging month for Taurus, but at the same time it's been a very, very, spiritual, highly spiritual awakening or adjustments this couple weeks. Maybe you've had sudden realizations, maybe you've just kind of had these epiphanies. You're just kind of all of a sudden connecting a lot lately with your spiritual side, and maybe asking questions, and maybe, you know, wondering about things that you haven't thought about before. And I think because of the pain that you've been going through, or reminiscing on the pain that you've been through before, I feel like it's kind of made you, of course, stronger, kinder, smarter, all those things, but I feel like it's really, really connected you higher to your spiritual self, and maybe you're getting a little bit more insight, and maybe even just building a relationship more with God, the universe, your angels, whatever you want to call it, but overall it's higher guidance. I feel like you guys have been kind of listening to your instincts more, your intuition more, and that's kind of all the stuff that's been happening has been kind of pushing you towards that, and that is for a reason. Tauruses are very, they're usually very, you guys are very, very pragmatic, logical, realistic, but you also have the side to you where you are very good at thinking intuitively. And a lot of the other earth signs, well, the only other ones is Capricorn and Virgo, they're not very, they think intuitively, but not as often as you do. You guys have more, I noticed. So we're just going to take a look. When I was shuffling the cards, a couple of cards stood out to me that I took out: the Lover's card and the Temperance card. So for some of you, you may have, like, the Temperance card is again about spirituality. You see the ring around the head, you're balancing, and then of course the spiritual ascension triangle means you've raised your vibration, you're on a different level now. This is also about the heart and the mind, the balance between the heart and the mind, and thinking logically, but also feeling and with emotions, and going and following your heart as well. And then with the Lover's card, this may have been a third-party situation, or this could have been a relation that you had with a person for a while, maybe a committed relationship, maybe a strong friendship, family, anything like that. You seriously have taken the time, because of what has happened, you seriously have taken the time to really deep dive into this, really think about it, really understand the core of the whole problem. And that's gotten you here. You're lifting, you're raising your vibration. You're going after something, you are working on balance, you're working on yourself. You're realizing, you're just kind of asking those questions like, what do I give, what should I take, what do I allow, what I don't allow, those kind of things. Okay, 1 second. Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry, I always forget to I always forget to introduce myself. I'm Vanessa from Third Eye Tribe, and yes, I will be doing tarot scope readings, and I wanted to say thank you again, and I'm very grateful for each and every one of you who's taking the time to watch this video or my past videos. Alright, so thank you guys so much. So that is what I feel like for the month of March coming into April. This kind of energy that you guys have been just kind of realizing a lot of things. Working on things, working on yourself, going after goals. And I think you're just kind of focusing on money and work. And the universe being receptive to you and giving you money. So that's good. But I feel like it's also because you are Earth sign, and this is Ace of Pentacles and then 2 Pentacles. I feel like it's more like you're balancing yourself, and you're kind of receiving. You're receiving gifts. Of course, the universe is always blessing you and giving you what you ask for, you know, help with, anything like that, anything with money, you know. You guys tend to kind of focus on that a lot when things, you know, all the time, but I feel like you concentrate on money a lot, like with work and everything, to kind of get your mind out of whatever's happened. But I feel like you're kind of giving this to yourself. You've grown and you've ascended, and now there's becoming this like as almost a sense of peace, but not quite there yet. You're kind of working towards that. It's not, you're like, you know, you're not 100% there, but you're very, very close to it, I feel. Does that make sense? I feel like sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I'm making sense to you guys, but you're kind of healing yourself. But that's gonna take some time. Alright, so you also may be working or dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. And you're not very, for some of you may be stuck on this person or dealing with some sort of illusion about them. That's for some of you, okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and look into April. But this is your overall energy so far, you guys. It's good. It's good. You have to go through the pain, you know? Alright, so what is in store for Taurus for the month of April? What is overall energy for Taurus? And I do think you also have to work on forgiving you and yourself and other people around you. And I feel like that's also what that Ace of Pentacles is about too. Same thing with Temperance. Alright, so please give me the underlining energy for Taurus for April. Okay guys, it's kind of heavy, but you are feeling Ten of Swords energy. You are feeling betrayed, or you might have had some sort of harsh ending with this person, with the lovers, with this lovers card, whatever partnership you had or close relationship you had with somebody, you're dealing with that residual energy. And it's kind of like you go back and forth, like you kind of focus on yourself, you focus on that, and then you kind of go back into what happened. And you get hurt all over again. The Sun card wants to come out though, so I do see there is positive vibes coming towards you as well. You may be finding happiness in the midst of all this. You may be realizing that this may have been just better in the long run, because maybe this relationship wasn't working out anyways. Maybe you've always kind of had issues with this person, place, workplace, whatever this is, and you finally decided to let this go, walk away from it, and put things to rest, essentially. So that is like the overall energy for April. Alright guys. It's tough, but you know what? It's for the best is what I'm understanding from these cards. It's hurtful to you. Yes, how this ended was extremely hard. I can definitely see that. But finally you're just kind of like, well, maybe there's something better out there for me. There's something more meaningful for me that I can put my energy into instead of having to deal with this anymore, you know? At least you have that choice. You know, now things are changing. Maybe you don't like change. Maybe you're stubborn to it, but it's gonna be for the best. Alright, so can you give me for April Taurus's obstacle challenge for April? I like it when the cards pop at me, like, or just like flip over at me, because I feel like that's the card I need to, yeah, it's like that. So the obstacle for you guys is the Emperor. So this person, this may be an Aries, or this could just be a very rigid, controlling person. They are very organized and everything, and they are very on top of things. They like things a certain way. It's their way or the highway kind of energy. But this person is kind of blocking you, and this person can, you know, sometimes, and the Emperor, sometimes, like, either they just mean well, but they come off very harsh, or they're just kind of like a very, you know, harsh person, and overall, because they're the Emperor, they're very controlling, manipulative, abusive at times, just to have things their way. This could also be the energy that you take on, that maybe you can tend to be a little harsh on yourself or others around you sometimes. You know, sometimes you can get into that mood where you're just like, you don't put up with nothing, and that's good. I mean, it's good in a way, but sometimes the Emperor energy is kind of telling me that maybe tone it down a little bit, to take it down a notch. Like, it's good to take care of yourself and stand up for yourself, but don't, you know, sit on your high horse and be stubborn and unwilling to understand other people's sides for your own ego. But this could also be an obstruction from somebody in your life. This is what's standing in the way. Okay, so can you show me the potential outcome? Okay, and then I get the Empress. So we go from Emperor to Empress. The Empress is she's softer. I do feel like this is like part of the advice as well. So she's softer, but you see how she's very, you know, she's very in her power too. But she calmly stands up for herself. She allows abundance into her life, and she's also very creative, and she's more open-minded. So I guess from this to this, it's like your advice is to be a little bit more open-minded and be very, you can still get your point across without having to be aggressive. And that's what this is showing me. And that you also may be feeling a little bit more creative. You may be feeling like, you know, whatever project that you're working on, like I saw earlier, because you are working on something and you're moving your energy towards something new. You may be feeling a little bit more creative. You may be feeling like you want to try certain things out differently. I'm also getting the 5 of Wands with the Empress. So just, there might be like a little bit of chaos around you, surrounding you, like with people around you, work, friends, family, people fighting amongst each other and trying to fight with you or trying to pull you into a situation. But if you just kind of go from this to this, take things under control, then you should be okay. Also, with the Empress, I always just tell people, like, if you are, this is also a pregnancy card, so you may be expecting or wanting to start a family, or, you know, if you don't want that, then be safe. Use protection. But this is one of the things that you do have to be careful with, this energy around you, because I feel like there's a lot of, like, this is like argumentative. They like to start wars. They like to agitate. And the Empress, she's like, I'll stand up for myself, but I'm not gonna, there's no need to get into, there's no need for any like Mars energy, there's no need for any of that excessive force like the Emperor does. And so this is what the obstruction is probably doing and causing. So I'm going to clarify that. Okay, so please clarify for me the 5 of Wands. And this person just may be coming back. This could be a Virgo, I believe that, but the Aries as well. Like, you're trying to move on and get past these things that have hurt you, but then it's like almost like this energy tries to come back to you, or they try to fight with you, or say, hey, well, you're wrong, what you did was wrong kind of energy. Okay. So for some of you, this might be legal battles, because I did get the King of Swords, or you may be dealing with a air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But I feel like this may be a legal thing, and now you're going to start cutting ties with people. And you're actually going to really, you may be cutting ties with several people, because I'm seeing 5 of Wands. Oh my gosh, sorry, I don't like, the only thing is I don't like when they all fall down. Okay. So yeah, you might start working on maybe you might start working on the energy around you as well. You may be focusing more on that, and you should, because of after everything that's happened to you, you're focused on this particular relationship, but now I feel like it's kind of, I don't know, like it's traveled to multiple people now. Like it's that there's some sort of agitation in there. or it's just this person that's still maybe driving you crazy. Maybe they're trying to come back and create all sorts of mess and chaos, you know? Alright, so please, okay, so the Knight of Swords keeps wanting to come out. So there's somebody who is trying to be like really hasty and very vengeful, which I was kind of talking about just now. So, and they're gonna come in like really like aggressive towards you and just want to like try to ruin your reputation, try to mess with you, you know, intervene, meddle in any way, and they're gonna try to come in fast and like quickly. I just sense it like really harsh and quick, like just like a very harsh jab at you. So I feel like the advice is, whatever this energy is coming, it's the obstruction, that's what you're having to deal with. That's the challenge for this month. But I feel like you have to take on this role. That's like, you know, I'm not gonna let you bother me. I'm not gonna let you do this to me. You want to start your drama, your shit with me? It's not gonna work. You know? You can do it with somebody else, but not with me. That's the kind of mentality of a Taurus. You can do it with somebody else, but not with me. So, that is the... Or you guys, like, this could be you as well. So just, you know, watch your tone. I always forget... Don't forget that tarot can go both ways. So it could be you or the people around you. I do feel, because I kept saying they, I do feel like this is somebody around you, because I feel like you're trying to like, you're trying to move away from all this. You're trying to move on past this. You want this. You want to be happy. You want to like move on, because I don't think you're the kind of person that really likes to hold on and try to be vengeful, and you know, for the most part, unless you really are kind of that way sometimes, but you just have to be mindful of that. That's all. So just watch for that. And then you know, for you guys, I want to give you an advice card. I'm just gonna do it with this one. One second, guys. Is it here? Okay, one second. I want to give you guys one of these cards because I feel like you guys really need it. One second. I haven't been doing this for the other signs, but I should. I just should. Okay, but these are, I think I will start implementing these next month. So these are the Guardian Angel Tarot cards, and I feel like the message always, it's really nice to end it, especially with a reading that just kind of seems like really like overwhelming, and I don't want you guys to feel like, oh my god, why is this, you know what I mean, like too much negative, or somebody just trying to bring you down. And I really want you guys to have good advice here for this month of April. All right, so what's the advice for Taurus for the month of April? Okay, celebration. This is a wonderful time in your life. Difficulties fall away, and the light at the end of the tunnel is a star you can wish upon. The timing is right to make long-term plans for a joyful future. Have faith that things are going to turn out beautifully. So this is actually like this the Star of Hope, the wish card basically in the tarot, in the traditional tarot deck. The star. I feel like you've gone through all this crap. This is really painful stuff. But things are going to turn around soon. Like, you just have to keep working on yourself. Keep working on your goals. Keep working on what you want to focus on. And just, please don't pay any attention to people that are trying to hurt you or trying to bring you down or be negative towards you in any way, just have faith. Like this card says, just have faith that things are going to turn out beautifully as long as you just work on yourself. And it's also like, when it also says, it reminds me when it says difficulties fall away and the light at the end of the tunnel is a star you can wish upon. That's also like tunnel vision. Like, don't focus on anything else that's going around you, surrounding you. Just focus on what you need to focus on, and pretty soon things are going to start changing, because I do get the Sun card and I see you, like, you're walking towards that. That's what you want. This is what you want. You're not trying to sabotage. You're not trying to hurt people. This is energy like someone's trying to, but I don't feel like this is you. I just don't. So yeah, I do think that, I do know that things are going to turn out well. I don't think, I know that things are going to turn out well for you guys. It's just been very tumultuous for you guys, but just have faith. Alright guys, let me know what you guys think. Please comment below. Like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I'm so thankful, and I'm so grateful for each of you who has taken the time to watch my video. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.